In this session, we shall discuss two problems on IEEE 754 floating point format. Problem number 1. So, one decimal value 10 is given. We shall have to express this 10 in IEEE 754 floating point format. How can I do so? So, it has been expressed that it should be written in single precision floating point format. That means this format. That means 32 bits format. 1 plus 8 plus 23, 32 bits. So, how can I do that one? Actually, my purpose or my aim will be to represent 10 in this particular format. So, that is the main thing. So, I am writing this one in that format. So, you see 10 means it is a positive number. Obviously, it is a positive number. So, I can write this one as minus 1 to the power of 0. 0 means anything to the power 0 means 1 into. So, 10 means in rough work I can write 10 means 8 into, I cannot make more than 8 into 1.25. Please check. 8 into 1.25 is equal to 10. Good. So, now how to write 8 here? 8 means 2 to the power of 3. 8 means 2 to the power of 3. That means 130 minus 127. This is the way to write this formula. 130 minus 127 into 1 point is already there in the expression 0.25. So, I should be writing this 10 in this format. Now, I think the problem has been solved. I think the problem has been solved. Now, see, I am writing. What is the sign bit? Sign bit will be 0. This is the sign bit. Good. Next one. What is the exponent? Exponent is 130. So, 128 present. What is 130? What is 130? 130 means 128 plus 2. I am writing 128 present, 64 absent, 32 absent, 16 absent, 8 absent, 4 absent, 2 present and 1 absent. I think you are getting me. So, 130 means what? If in decimal, if it is 130, then I can write it as 128 plus 2. So, this is 2 to the power of 7 and this is 2 to the power of 1. So, 128 present, 64 absent, not present, 32 absent, 16 absent, 8 absent, 4 absent, 2 present and 1 absent. That means I am just representing this 130 in the binary form. And what about 0.25? What about 0.25? It is nothing but, what is 0.25? So, here this bit will be 0 because this place value is 0.5, you know. This is after decimal point, after radix point, it will be 2 to the power of minus 1, means 1 by 2, means 0.5, but it is 0.25. So, this bit will be 1 and rest all other bits will be 0. So, I am going for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4 zeros, another 4 zeros, another 4 zeros. So, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, that is 5 times 20 bits plus 3, 23 bits, 8 bits, 1. So, in this way the number can be represented. And how to represent it in hexadecimal? That is quite simple. It is 4, it is 1, it is 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, hexadecimal. So, that should be the answer. So, that is the answer. So, how to represent this 10 in the IEEE 754 single precision floating point number? This is the answer. So, in this way we are supposed to solve our problems. Now, let me go for this part. I am just erasing this one. I think I have solved already. So, now evaluate the floating point number. Evaluate the floating point number, that is 40A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the corresponding decimal form. So, let me do it. What is 4? 0, 1, 0, 0. 0 means 0, 0, 0, 0. A means 10. 10 means 8 plus 2 means 8 present, 4 absent, 2 present, 1 absent. 0 means 4 zeros, 4 zeros, 4 zeros, 4 zeros, and last time 4 zeros. So this is the 32-bit representation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into 4, 32. Okay. Now please go for the bit division. 1, 8, 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, 8, and then 23. So what is this? This is a sign. This is exponent. This is mantissa. Okay. So what is the value now? What is the value? So x, what is the value? The value will be minus 1 to the power of s. S is 0 into 2 to the power of, what is this? 128 present, 1 present. 128 present and 1 present means what? 129. So 129 minus 127 into 1.m. This is 0.5. I told you this one earlier. And this is 0.25. So 1.25. Because in the expression 1 point was already there. So 0.25 is equal to, this is 1. This is my 4. Because 2 to the power of 2 means 4 into 1.25. Tell me the value. Then what will be the value then? It will be 5. So it will be 5 to the base 10. So that should be the answer for this particular problem. So please try to get this one. Any kind of problem, see, this is a hexadecimal representation. I have converted it to the corresponding binary, and this is the respective values I have retrieved from this binary representation after doing the bit division, and then I put all these values in the respective formula to get the expression. I think it is very simple. You can easily solve such problems, and these are the very probable questions in the GATE exams, other competitive exams where computer organization is one of the topics in the syllabus, and also in your coming semester exams. Thank you.